Hey guys, Tim Pokemon here. In today's video, we're showing off our top 10 rarest shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Now, a lot of people ask me this question, what's your rarest shiny? Well, this is what we're going to show off today. In number 10, well, actually, first we got an honorable mention. Now, an honorable mention spot is Shiny Spiritomb, because they've just made it so rare to obtain the last couple years. So it's a very rare shiny. I mean, this year, they literally only gave us one single encounter for Halloween. I mean, that makes no sense. Like, come on, you got to give us more than that. Then we go into number 10 to actually start the top 10 list. And number 10 is Shiny Pichu with the summer hat with the shades as well. That is a pretty rare shiny, and this year did return, and that is how I got it. But still, I didn't see that many people hatching it. So I still think it's, worth the number 10 spot on the top 10 list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this top 10 list. Do you guys think, if you guys know my account pretty well, I've shown you guys a lot of my shinies, do you think there's some shinies that maybe beat this one number 10? But for me, I think that this is number 10. Now, coming in at number 9 is a shiny that was only obtainable in Johto Tour. And this was a wild shiny Raikou. Yes, so Raikou and Suicune and Entei were all spawning in the wild with the chance to be shiny. Now, if you did collect the shiny, if you did get the shiny, then you had the chance to guaranteed catch it, but it just was going to take you forever. It was going to take you a really long time to go ahead and catch that thing. And this one took me a whole minute to catch. Luckily, it didn't take me more than that. But it was really, really cool to go ahead and pick up a shiny Raikou from the wild. Then we move on to number 9. And number 9 is a pretty rare shiny with shiny Zora. This one was unfortunately not released as a boosted shiny, so it was just a full odds shiny, or at least half odds, but it was still very difficult to find. I was lucky enough to pick up one, but not two, unfortunately. But hey, Shiny Zora is a really, really nice shiny, and I'm going to continue hunting it in Pokemon Go, and I hope we get the Hisuian one at some point soon. That could be a lot of fun. But that comes in at number 9, and I think that it's a really rare shiny that was a really hard to obtain in that event, but I don't think it's like a top 5 material, but I do think it belongs in the top 10. Now we move on to number 8. And number 8 is another shiny hatch, but it is a shiny Mantike. I am a big fan of shiny Mantike, and I've gotten 3 of them, all from Adventuresting 5K eggs. But its event that it debuted in was very hard to get it, and a lot of people actually were, not spending money on Pokemon Go at that time. It was during the boycott of the change of the remote raids. So shiny Mantike was a really rare shiny to obtain, and it's only now in Adventuresting 5K eggs. So it's a really rare shiny. I've been lucky enough to obtain 3 myself, but I think it's a really rare shiny, and I think it's honestly really hard to pick up. Then we move on to number 6, and number 6 is none other than our tiny shiny Turtonator. Yes, tiny shiny Turtonator. I love the huge and tiny shinies, but to get Turtonator, which was my first ever shiny Turtonator, it's exclusive in raids, has never spawned in the wild. I think this is a really rare tiny shiny. I think honestly there's a chance it should be higher on this list, but just to be safe, I put it at number 6. If you guys think it should be higher, let me know in the comments down below. But shiny Turtonator, one of my favorite shinies from Gen 7, and I think that, it's just like that simple change that just looks so good. And yeah, I was very happy to pick up this tiny shiny version of it. It'll probably be in our top 10 moments of the year because I screamed. I was so happy. I showed up the tiny sparkles like 7 times. Like, it was just a lot of fun, and that was during the summer, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. Then we move on to our top 5, and let me know in the comments down below, what's your rarest shiny Pokemon, right? Yeah, just make sure to do that. But number 5 is a Shundo. Yes, this is a Shundo Bacon Bird. If you guys know the channel, I always say it is duh. Bacon bird. It is the best bacon bird there is, and yeah, it's a Shundo bacon bird I got from a lucky trade. Shout out Abdullah, who I did the lucky trade with, but it was just absolutely crazy, this one. I love this shiny. The bacon bird looks so good, and to get a Shundo of it, I was very happy of it, with it, sorry. And of course, from a lucky trade, you have a better chance of getting a Shundo, but I just put one of my 3 Shundos. I was gonna put all 3 of them in the top 10, and I decided to pick the bacon bird. You gotta love the bacon bird. Then we move on to our top 4. Number 4 is none other than a tiny shiny Rockruff, which is absolutely awesome. This one, just like Turtonator, except that it's also in eggs. It's an egg and raid exclusive, and sometimes you get it on the daily incense. But I got myself not only one shiny Rockruff in a batch of eggs, I got two back to back, and one of them was a tiny shiny Rockruff, which is just super duper rare. This one was super fun to find, and I was on actually right before Squirtle Com Day, like right at the start, and I was just like, well, this is one way to start it, and it was just absolutely crazy. I was very happy to pick this one up, and yeah, I think it deserves to be in the top 4, but just outside the top 3. And now it's time for our top 3, and coming in at number 3 is a Glitchachu. Yes, the name just tells you what it is. It is a glitch. This was only attainable in Las Vegas Hoenn Tour. This was absolutely crazy in person, and they messed up the glitch where apparently Brendan and May costume Pikachus were able to be the opposite gender. So May was only supposed to be female Pikachus, but I got a male shiny May Pikachu, which was absolutely crazy. And this is actually was a rare occurrence, and it only happened in Las Vegas because they fixed it for Global Hoenn Tour. So this was something only attainable in the in-person event. So I do believe it, deserves to be in the top 10, easily into the top 5 in my opinion. I think this is a really rare shiny, again, only obtainable in the in-person event, and I obtained it. I got it. You know what I mean? So I was very happy to pick this one up. I remember checking afterwards when people said that this was a glitch. I was like, wait a minute, that is right. Because I thought it was just a normal thing, right? That a Pikachu could be whichever gender, no matter the hat it was wearing. But no, all Brendan Pikachu were supposed to be male. All May Pikachu was supposed to be female. And I got a male shiny female with the May costume, right? Boom. There you go. So, words spoken. But then we move into something else that was from Hoenn Tour for spot number 2. And this was a wild shiny level 1 Latias. Yes, so this one took me a while to catch as well, but I found a level 1 shiny Latias in the wild, 44 CP, and this is something that is super rare because obviously legendaries don't spawn in the wild often. So to find a wild shiny legendary that was level 1, I kind of freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta catch this thing. This is easily one of the rarest Pokemon in my account now. And at that point, honestly, I think it does deserve to be in 2 or 3. So you guys let me know where I should put it. If you guys want to just go ahead and try to, order my list in the comments down below, I would love to see it. I want to see if any of you guys think that maybe the Turtonator should be higher, the Shundo should be higher. You guys let me know in the comments down below. But I do think a level 1 legendary shiny deserves to be either 1, 2, or 3, you know what I mean? That is just super rare. We don't get the opportunity to catch wild legendaries that often, and to get a shiny wild legendary that's level 1, that's pretty rare. Then we move on to another level 1 shiny, and this one is my new rarest shiny in my collection. And this one I caught during the 10-hour stream. If you guys were there, you guys probably know what's coming up. It is a tiny shiny level 1 male Frillish. Yes, we caught a tiny shiny level 1 male Frillish. So much to go there. Male Frillish by itself is a rare shiny, right? But then we go into the tiny shiny, and it being a level 1. I've never seen anybody get a level 1 tiny shiny before, at least to my knowledge. I'm sure somebody has, but I got my first ever one of them, and I freaked out. I could not believe it. This one was absolutely crazy. We started the 10-hour stream with this. My rarest shiny Pokemon started the 10-hour stream. It was absolutely crazy. I was very happy to pick this one up, and yeah, I think it very much deserves the spot on the number 1 spot. And like I said, I've never seen anybody obtain a shiny that was level 1 and tiny at the same time with a rare shiny. I mean, again, male Frillish is not that common of a shiny, so to pick it up, I was ecstatic. I was so happy. I showed those huge sparkles just like tiny sparkles just like I did with the Turtonator 5-6 times because I was just so excited. This will definitely be in my top 10 moments of the year because I believe it's my rarest shiny Pokemon in my collection. And I just thank all you guys that were there for the 10-hour stream. You guys saw that live, and let me know what you guys think of my top 10 list, because to be honest, I think it's a pretty good top 10 list, but I think there's some Pokemon that might be able to make it in there, like maybe the Shundo Scizor should have been top 10, or my Shundo Walrein. But yeah, honestly, I think that this is a pretty good top 10 list. I think I do have a lot of rare shiny. shinies, but these are just the ones that do make the cut for the top 10. I think tiny and huge shinies also are very cool. I think my huge shiny Lechonk could have easily made this list, that I got 2 of them. So I think that's pretty rare, but I mean, you can't put 2 shinies in the same spot, you know what I mean? Be like, oh, I got 2 huge shiny Lechonk, so that deserves to be top 3, you know? But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of my top 10 list. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hold on, Smolive's here. Hold on. How do you know? How does Smolive know? 20% of you guys are subscribed. We hit over 11.6K subs, so thank you guys so much. We're trying to hit 12.5 or 15K by the end of the year. I don't know, whichever one is fine, but Smolive is going to be mad if you don't hit that subscribe button. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.